New York is a very special place to me, being as my mother's side of my family is from New York. I grew up with a lot of New York influences from the music I listen to, sports teams. I just always felt gravitated towards New York and the culture and the history of New York as a whole. So when I went on this trip, I knew that I had to document as much as I could. I was there for a week and I shot everything on 35 millimeter film. Mostly everything was shot on Kodak Color Plus 200 film, but I also did shoot a roll of Cinestill, and I did shoot a roll that I got from Japan when I did order my Nikon. I haven't really seen any videos on this film. The film stock is called Yama 400. I really like what the film does to blues. It just has a really interesting look and a good dynamic range. And I feel that I may try to get my hands on some more. It is a bit pricey to order. It is about $14, I think, the last time I checked. But I really did enjoy how the photos came out. The first roll I did shoot was Yama 400, and it was at nighttime where I got some photos in the area of Dumbo. Some came out a bit blurry, mainly because it's a 400 speed film, and I mean, I guess I could have pushed it or whatever, but I mean, things happen. But that same role did carry over to when me and my girlfriend met up with my friend Joan, and we hung out all day. I wanted to go to B&H, but it was closed, and this is gonna sound really sad, but I didn't end up getting to go at all during the whole time I was there. I didn't want to make a too strict of a schedule because I just wanted to do whatever felt good in that moment. I didn't want to limit myself to having to be at a specific spot at specific times on specific days. So I just ended up not being able to go this time around. So hopefully I can go to B&H next time, because I've never been. But mainly just walking around New York. I think that day walked about 9 miles in the city, and I was just shooting the entire time. Went to a couple stores and bought a few things. I ended up shopping a bit more than I had originally planned to, but I was taking photos every step of the way, switching roles, just capturing anything I could see. And we did walk the High Line, and I got some interesting shots from up there. You could see different views of streets from a different vantage point than being on the ground, which is really nice. Joan was recording us on her camcorder, which you could see footage of on her channel, which I'll link below. And we did see someone shooting large format. I believe it was large format, just sitting there camped out, taking pictures through the trees. I hope his pictures came out great. It was just kind of wild to just see that, because I don't really see that just walking around. Especially, you wouldn't think someone would be having that out in New York City, of all places. but it was cool. I did do one photo shoot while I was there with Mila. I reached out to her on Instagram. We had been following each other for some time. Luckily, she was free to shoot. My friend Richard was there to help me getting all the behind the scenes footage for the shoot. Him and his girlfriend, who is my girlfriend's best friend, traveled at the same time as us. So it was really great to have him there to film everything and capture this for this video. So shout out to Rich. The location for the shoot was at a location I've been wanting to shoot at for a few years now, and I was so happy to finally be there and shoot at the location and finally seeing it in person. I most likely will use it again in the future for a more editorial fashion look. And there was this empty pool across the way from the court we were at, so we took some photos over there. We couldn't get into the empty pool because it was gated off, but it served as a great backdrop in my opinion. Hopefully next time it will be open so I could sneak some shots in there, but there were no real security or anyone. It was pretty empty, the whole park. But yeah, it was a fun time getting those photos. Also, I accidentally had put my camera on multi-exposure mode for half of a day, so I got a super multi-exposure. It was just on one frame the entire time, and I didn't realize until the next day, which is sad. But I mean, I guess I saved some shots towards the end of the trip because I only had a specific amount of rolls. I mean, I guess it looks cool if you're into that, but it was way too many photos for that one frame. And there was a lot of people biking. I didn't really realize how many people delivered things while riding bikes or mopeds, and I just had to capture as many people biking as I could. Definitely during this trip, it was spent, shooting, eating, shopping, repeat, shooting, eating, shopping. Lots of great food. Like I said, the culture in New York is just a great vibe. Just being in the city, people are great. I didn't have a single bad experience while I was there. If you're ever looking for some spots to go to that aren't too touristy, just feel free to ask. Went to some great spots that I really like to eat at. Especially my favorite pizza place was Grimaldi's. If you've never had Grimaldi's and you're in Brooklyn on vacation, definitely go there and get some pizza because it's amazing. All in all, I think I got some great photos from this trip. Definitely gonna go back and take some more. But I do want to do something with the photos, either a hardcover book or a magazine. I have been posting all the photos on my Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go into the link below and head over there to see all the photos I've been posting from this trip. But if you have a preference on whether you like zines or like coffee table books better, let me know, because I'm definitely going to be putting either of those out, and maybe possibly some prints available if people are interested in that. So just leave a comment below and let me know. Let me know if you are probably going to try out Yamaha 400, because I'm sure you never heard of it before. But until next time, peace, and hope you all have a great weekend.